Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first video clicking on, my name is Katie and I make videos on beauty, on fashion, which is what I do, painting, and just random stuff. So definitely if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But today's video is going to be all about my brows, how I have been getting these really kind of like natural, defined looking brows and nothing too crazy, but also just really pretty and just, I think, feminine. So if you're looking for a new brow routine, definitely watch this video because I kind of show you some tips and tricks, and you can do your brows in 5 minutes or less and you'll have perfect Instagram worthy brows. If you want to learn how to get my brows that I wear every single day, just go ahead and keep on watching. So the very first product that I'm going to use is the Benefit Ka-Brow, and this is in the color 4. So this is honestly the perfect match. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, it's just like the perfect in between. So I just take this, and it comes with a brush with it, so if you are like new to brow products, you can definitely use this. It's not a terrible brush, but I actually like to use my own brush, so mine's a little dirty, I'm sorry. But this is the e.l.f. 203. It's like a double-ended brush. So there's a spoolie on one side, and then there's like a pointed tip on the other side. I really love this brush because it's so flexible. Let me try to show you guys. Like, it's super flexible. It's not really stiff, so you can really kind of like make those hair-like strokes without it looking too defined and everything like that. So I really enjoy this brush, and I think it's only like $3. I want to say I bought for this, 3 or 5. I can't remember, but yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with this Benefit Ka-Brow and this brush. And so this is what the product looks like. It's just like a normal pomade jar. And I hardly get any of this to start off. So I'm gonna put my brush into it and I'm gonna swipe like one time and you're good to go. And you can even like swipe off a little bit onto the sides if you need to. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start on the outer portion of my brow. If you try to start from your inner to your outer, you're gonna have most of your product up in here, and that's not really what you want. You want it to be a little bit more feathered in the front. So I like to start it about where my arch starts out. So I'm just gonna follow my, and of course, brush your brows through, but I'm just gonna follow my natural brow hairs. And I'm just gonna keep going back and forth and making that motion about 5 or 6 times. So you can see now I have some color in my brows, but it's not super like defined looking, if that makes any sense. Like, it's just color. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just work the brush slowly to the front of the brow. Now the front, like I said, you are gonna want the least amount of product, so that's why I started on my outer corner and then I'm moving to my inner corner. Okay, so I'm so sorry, I'm saying okay like 1,000 times. But now that I'm in the front of the brow, since I have the least amount of product on my brow, I'm gonna start making little strokes upward. So before I was holding my brush straight like this, now I'm gonna be holding it like this and making upward strokes. So flip the brush upside down and make these little upward strokes through the brow hairs. This is just gonna make it so the front of your brow, like I said again, is gonna blend and it's not gonna look super harsh or overdone. Okay, so that's to my liking. Now I need to work with this kind of top layer right here because obviously that looks a little funky, right? So I'm gonna go back into the brow product one more time, and I'm literally just going to not even swipe it, I'm just gonna tap it. Tap it one time. This product is very intense. When I first bought it, I didn't really like it because my brows look so thick, but if you use a light layer, it's beautiful and it lasts all day. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and brush my brow hairs downward, and I'm gonna start to outline my brows. So the very top part, if that makes sense. So let me go ahead and try to get as close as I can, and then hopefully it'll make a little more sense. Okay. So I'm just gonna slowly make the same motion as my brows. And now I'm just gonna film in. So to me, that looks pretty good. The only thing I'm gonna do now is kind of correct that outer portion of my brow so it looks kind of sharp. So I'm gonna go back in again, one more time, just one little tap. And I'm gonna start where my brow like the top of my brow, the arch. Words are not coming to me today, I'm so sorry. But the top of my brow, I'm just gonna make a straight line downward. Okay? So that way now I have this little pointed part, and I feel like it makes the brow look a little bit more defined, and I just personally prefer it. Okay, so there you go. That's literally how I do my brows. It is super, super simple. I love this product. It still makes it look like you have natural brows, but it's just a step up from, you know, absolutely no brows to a little bit of brow. So now what I use is the Clinique Just Browsing. Try to get in the frame. So this is just a kind of brow gel with also some fibers in it to give your brows some color. So this is almost out. I'm gonna try to find a drugstore dupe to this, but I just brush this through my brows. And this you don't have to be super precise with, just literally brush it through the brows. But this is gonna give your hair some more natural looking strokes, so it doesn't look like, you know, your brow is just a pomade. It's gonna make it look like, oh, your brows are just so naturally luscious. We all know that's a lie, but you gotta make people think that you don't wear makeup, right? Okay, so that turned out really good actually. So now I'm gonna go ahead and clean up underneath, and this is what's gonna make the biggest difference on your brows. If you've been seeing those Instagram brows forever, this is how they do it. It's super simple. Okay, so you're gonna need a concealer brush, something that just looks like that. You can use any kind of brand that you have. This is a NYX one. It's the number 14 brush. It's amazing. I think it was around $6, $6 or $8, so it's still really affordable. I've been buying drugstore brushes and I honestly like them a little bit more sometimes than my Sigma brushes. So definitely check out your drugstore before you kind of invest into more expensive brushes. But I use this, and then I'm also gonna be using my Boi-ing concealer. This is from Benefit. You can honestly use any concealer that you have. You can use liquid, you can use one in a jar like this. I personally like this one, but I have used liquid ones in the past and it works just fine. So now what we're gonna do is carve out underneath. So again, I like to start on the outer portion of my brow. I don't know, that's just what I always do. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make a line right underneath. So just like that. And what this is gonna do is just give you, I'm sorry, I cannot talk when I do that. This is just gonna give you some more definition. It's gonna make it look like your brows are like perfect. They were just threaded or just waxed or just plucked. It gets rid of any kind of stray hairs that you have, and it just makes your brows look amazing. So definitely, if you have never tried this trick before, try it and you're never gonna go back, because I can't go back. But now I'm just gonna keep drawing that line. Just like that. It just makes your brows look so freaking pretty. I love it. And then I'm also gonna take this on the outer portion of my brow, just right out there. Okay, so now you can either use the brush to kind of blend it into your eyeshadow, or you can use your finger, whichever one you prefer. I kind of do a mixture of both. There you go. I hope you guys like this. I think it looks so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed through this brow. So I'm not gonna talk, but I'll just speed through so you guys can watch one more time. But yeah, I'll see you after 1 sec when this brow's done. So here is the finished result. I think the brows look so pretty. They're so natural and just kind of fluffy without being, you know, over the top. They're definitely defined, but they're not, you know, kind of like painted on. If you are looking for a new brow product, I really, really, really recommend this Ka-Brow product. I do want to try some drugstore ones just to see if I can find something comparable. Also with the Clinique Just Browsing, I know there's a drugstore dupe for this, which I do really want to try, but the Clinique one, if you are in the market for one, is amazing. I have not tried a drugstore one yet, but once I do, I'll go ahead, of course, and update you guys, but for right now, I love these two products together. They are perfect. All right, that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, just really simple looking brows that just look defined and pretty and elegant. So if you did like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, but thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Definitely when you leave sweet comments, it makes my day. So thank you to all my subscribers, but I hope you'll have a blessed day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys.